The Strait of Hormuz is a vital waterway linking the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman, making it a strategic corridor for global oil supplies. At only about 33 kilometers at its narrowest point, this strait is a critical artery for energy markets, influencing geopolitical dynamics for centuries. Historically, it served as a trade route for ancient Persian empires, facilitating commerce between India, Mesopotamia, and the Arabian Peninsula. Control over this passage was paramount for those seeking power, as it meant dominance over essential trade and communication routes. In the medieval period, the strait became integral to regional trade networks, especially under Arab traders. This connection evolved further during the Age of Exploration when Portuguese forces seized control of Hormuz Island in the early 16th century, establishing a fortified trading presence that allowed them to dominate local maritime trade. However, their control was short-lived. In 1622, Persian forces, backed by the English East India Company, expelled the Portuguese, reclaiming regional influence. The discovery of oil in the Middle East during the 20th century heightened the strait's significance. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, and Iran began exporting vast quantities of petroleum, all of which had to traverse this narrow corridor, transforming it into a critical energy choke point. Today, approximately one-fifth of global oil consumption passes through the Strait of Hormuz, meaning that any disruption could trigger a worldwide economic crisis. The Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s showcased the strait's strategic importance as both nations targeted oil tankers, leading to a series of attacks on commercial shipping known as the Tanker War. Mining operations and assaults on vessels raised international alarm as the threat to global energy supplies became evident. In response, the United States and allied nations deployed naval forces to ensure the safety of navigation through the strait, marking a pivotal moment that demonstrated how instability in this region could impact global economies. Geographically, the Strait of Hormuz is susceptible to disruption. Its shipping lanes are narrow and strictly regulated, creating predictable patterns that may also expose vessels to risks, whether from military actions or accidental incidents. Large oil tankers must navigate with caution, underscoring the necessity for robust maritime security measures. Any blockage can have immediate repercussions, affecting not only the energy markets but also international economic conditions. The current geopolitical landscape around the strait is fraught with tension, particularly due to Iran's threats to close the waterway amid sanctions and political disputes. Iran contends that if its oil exports are restricted, other nations should not benefit from the strait's passage, leading to periodic confrontations and heightened military presences in the area. In contrast, Western powers emphasize the need to keep the strait open, compliant with international law, reflecting a delicate balance of interests. But the significance of the Strait of Hormuz extends beyond oil. It is also crucial for liquefied natural gas exports, particularly from Qatar, further solidifying its role in global energy diversification. Commercial vessels carrying goods, food, and materials pass through, underscoring the strait's broader economic relevance. Technological progress has also shaped the security landscape of the strait. Continuous monitoring using surveillance systems and satellites, coupled with naval patrols, has become standard practice. Military exercises by both regional and international forces ensure that they are prepared for any potential emergency, showcasing a commitment to maintaining open and secure shipping lanes. Despite periods of tension, the Strait of Hormuz has historically remained open, a testament to the shared global interest in stability. Should the strait be closed, it would jeopardize not only major world powers but also the economies of neighboring regions reliant on exports, fostering a mutual dependence that encourages restraint in times of conflict. Environmental considerations are also significant, as the heavy tanker traffic raises concerns about ecological damage and oil spills, prompting international regulations aimed at reducing risk despite the challenges presented by high shipping volumes. Overall, the Strait of Hormuz represents a crucial juncture in global history, serving as a gateway for trade and a significant factor in geopolitical relationships. From ancient trade routes to contemporary supertankers, this strait has continuously shaped the flow of goods and ideas, proving that sometimes the most potent historical forces arise not from vast empires, but from slender stretches of water that connect economies and cultures. As long as the world depends on the energy that flows through this critical choke point, it will remain under close scrutiny, a key player in international diplomacy and security.